Hello, welcome to the
Real Bit Wars.
I'm Chris,
And I'm Mike.
and this is the Midwest Gaming Classic. Alright. Here we go, folks, the most wonderful time of the year. So, Mike and I have been attending the Midwest Gaming Classic annually since the year 2012. And this year, for the first time, we decided to partake in Friday Preview Night. We arrived in Milwaukee around 3 p.m. and we had some time to kill before the festivities began, so we decided to head over to one of our favorite places in Milwaukee, Lakefront Brewery. Not only did they have a fine array of spring beers, including a couple of Bocks, I also took home a 6-pack of Baltic Porter, and they had a collaboration beer that they did with a brewery from Germany. To further authenticate the experience, there was also a live polka band performing in the beer hall.
In heaven there is no beer. That's why we drink it here.
After we wrapped up at Lakefront, we then headed back to the convention center, and here's a look at some of the games that we played during preview night. So for the first time ever, Mike and I decided to go with VIG passes. Very important gamers, so we got a few extras included along with that. There was Friday Preview Night. Part of the VIP, we also got 2 cartridges here. This is an NES Homebrew Pizza Portals. We didn't even know we were getting this one. Jordan's 1980s Adventure. Game Boy Homebrew. And what else did we get with that? Early access to the vendors hall. We got in at 9 a.m. There was an after party Saturday night, which in the moment I think we were having the time of our lives.
Cue the scenes.
However, after we partied and did that all Saturday night, we woke up the next morning and thought, that was alright, I guess.
Yeah.
but hey, we had fun. There was a free drink included, but they didn't let you bring in alcohol, and the drinks you could buy were ridiculously expensive. So I guess, we've already talked about maybe doing the VIP passes again. We enjoyed it, but we'll see. Moving forward, I think it's an appealing idea.
Yeah.
We enjoyed it. You get extra money's worth out of it, games and other things, and then Sunday is just kind of the normal Sunday. You get in at the normal time. There's no extras or anything, but yeah, there's some extra fun in there. All right, so we're gonna show you our Saturday pickups real quick.
Okay.
Keep an eye on the countdowns. Mike is getting very near the full Genesis set. As usual, I'm going for full NES and Super Nintendo.
Yeah, so the first two I got right away was War Song and Kadash. Yeah, pretty interesting. And then I was walking around and then I found this, I think it's like a dating simulator. It's a Japanese. It's like one of those tile games too. I don't know what else. And then I picked up a, later on in the evening, it's a Connect 2.0 for the Xbox One. That's it.
Alright. Oh, first thing I got, we met up with our pal Dad. Ooh, things are falling. First thing I got, we met up with our pal Dad Racer. He gave me some imported coffee.
Imported from Illinois.
Yeah. But he knows I'm into coffee, so thank you for that, my friend. It was kind of slim pickings there. I'm hoping that day 2 goes much better, but I only got this one game for the countdown so far, Uncharted Waters for the Super Nintendo. I do already have the second one, I think it's New Horizons, right?
Yeah.
And then I have this same one for the NES already. Next thing, this was on my wish list, and it's funny because I saw the cover and I'm like, oh my god, I can't remember the full name of it. So I had to like look into it, and I was looking at prices. This was very reasonably priced for this game, but it's among the more expensive games I've purchased in my life too as well. So Power Sokuban. Don't mind the bag hanging out there. I had to open it to take a look before I paid them, but yeah, they there's like Shove It on the Genesis, Boxel, that's part of that whole series. And then, another thing we did get for pre-ordering was vouchers for the store. So they have t-shirts and other merchandise that you can buy. They had some, much like the Pizza Portals exclusive MGC game. From previous years, they've done that. They discounted the price on this Legend of Wukong. You might have seen in our video a couple years back, Mike got this for the Genesis also. There's some little extras included with it, but he didn't want anything with his voucher for $10, so he let me use it. So I used both of ours on this. It went down to $20, so good deal on that.
Yeah.
What else? I had one last pickup near the end of the day. I would say Worms Armageddon is probably my favorite game to play on the Dreamcast. So, Game Boy Color port was very appealing to me, and they took some decent money off on that as well. Not a ton of pickups on day 1, but we're about to head back down there, and hopefully we can find some more stuff on day 2.
Editor's note, I'm not sweaty. I just got out of the shower. Zombie game. I'm opening myself up to the modern world and buying Xbox games.
Go to review the video and you're totally cringing at it then.
TI 99s, and then spin the wheel for a Tiger Woods game.
Score! What TI 99 games are they?
Defender, Moon Patrol, and Protector.
Nice. What's the story behind those weird cartridges?
They're Atari cartridges.
So I brought along a duplicate of Road Rash 3. I traded it in, got $30 off on Operation Thunderbolt, and then the guy was kind enough to throw in these 2 TI-99 games for free. Score! Countdown continues, Mike. What do you got?
I got Aerobiz Supersonic and New Horizons. Both Koi games.
How many do you have left?
5?
Alright, I got one more for the SNES countdown. Robotrek. Let's be at 44 remaining. We're running out of time and money, but we'll see if we get some last minute deals real quick. Okay, I got one last Super Nintendo pickup. Pirates of Dark Water, little label damage, so got a pretty solid deal on it. The guy also took some cash off. That's it. We're done, we're out of money. Show closes in about an hour. We'll be back for next year's MGC. Thanks for watching. And there you have it. Once again, the Midwest Gaming Classic was an amazing experience. I would like to take a moment to thank all of the organizers, volunteers, and vendors who make the MGC possible. And most of all, I would love to thank our good friend Dad Racer for helping us out with this episode. That does it for today, and we'll see everybody next year.